Hello and welcome back to Colorado Basement Finishing TV and the final installment on the short basement project. Today we're going to check in and look at our completed project. We're completely done with everything. We've done all of our touch-ups, completed our inspections, lock, stock, and smoke and barrels. We are done with this project, ready to turn it over to the homeowner. So we're going to have a slightly longer episode today. We're going to show you kind of some clips from before when we started the project. The basement in its unfinished state, and then we'll kind of blend those in with some shots of the finished basement now and kind of give you a feel for how things went through the whole project. So let's go take a look. So first thing you'll notice on these is just that everything's finished, I guess. We got painted walls, we got carpet on the stairs. We did put up a new light here, so it matches up a little bit better with their finishes. They kind of have that porch light there, if you can remember. And then we got a new rail going down too. So and now as we get down, here's our family room. Remember what it was like when we first started. Bunch of white walls and a gray floor. Now we've got lights, we've got crown molding. Eventually there will be the rope light that we've talked about up here in the tray behind the crown molding. The homeowner's going to do that himself later on. But again, think back to when we started here. Right down this soffit was the trunk lines for the heat and the air. So we hid that and we just matched it up on this side. Nice symmetry and give this room a great finished look. So when the homeowner gets to it, that's where the projector will, or the screen will go for the projector for his home theater. And you can see a lot of these white boxes up here and down on the end is for where his speakers will be eventually. So he's got it wired for 7.1 surround sound, which is kind of the latest and greatest. Also in here, we've got the wet bar. So you can see the opening there for the under counter fridge. Got a sink, nice new faucet. Let's take a look at the faucet. So just a nice little bar faucet and a bar sink. It's like a 14x16 bar sink. Just perfect. Granite. We got a smoking deal on the granite here. Used a remnant that my granite guy had. He gave us a great deal on it. Turned out real sharp and didn't cost what you might think either. And then on this side, you can see the one cabinet all the way to the right. It's eventually where his audio-visual equipment will go. And we put a piece of tinted glass on it. Let's open it up and kind of get an idea of how this will be. So we've got these on rollouts. Got these shelves on rollouts. So he can put his equipment up there, and then the rollouts will help him get his equipment in and out and work behind, making his connections behind. So it should be a neat setup for him. And then when it's tinted, but he can still use a remote through the glass without it blocking it. So I think it worked out great. I'm gonna look over here, back this direction. If you remember where that center column is now, at one point it was just a monopost. So we went ahead and boxed around it and made kind of a nice substantial column there. It gives a little architectural appeal, and then attached the sides with the two arches. I think it came out real sharp. Over here, this is what leads into our furnace room. So we got mechanicals back here, a furnace, water heater, etc. And as I always do, or as we always do, we put this door, this is a weather strip door. So you can see the weather stripping goes around the frame there to keep the air in and keep any gases and things like that out. And then I always make this a self-closing door too. So it'll close and seal on its own. Just a little safety thing. Not required actually, unless it's in a bedroom. but I figure if it's a good idea in a bedroom, it's a good idea in the rest of the, for anywhere else in the house too. All right, so hallway going down to the bathroom. You can see we got our art niche down there at the end. I think that came out sharp too. We'll stop off in the bedroom here before we go down to the rest of this. Again, we got our soffit all the way around, which kind of makes this tray ceiling, no crown in here. But again, the reason for that is if you remember up here, we had pipes running along there. We also had a pipe, I think, running along there. So this just gives it a great look. Closet there. And heading down the hallway, before we get to the bathroom, we'll stop off here. So this is under the stairs. Remember, our stairs are right here. So we didn't finish it out. We just we'll use this for additional storage. And we'll finish off. You have to finish off the framing in this city when we're building in this city. So there's no exposed framing. We can leave the insulation on the concrete wall. That's acceptable, but no exposed framing. We got our closet in here, linen closet, 5 shelves, provide plenty of storage. And then into the bathroom. So we got our, first off, our awesome tile floor. This is a Daltile, their Petrovici collection, a real sharp tile. And they opted to go with the pedestal sink in here, which I think is great for a basement when you have a linen closet right next to you. If there's not the linen closet and you don't have enough storage, probably a better idea to use a cabinet, but this is great for what they were going for. And you got a mirror there, and then a medicine cabinet to the left. And then over here again, we had to have accesses to the water main, which is in there, and the water meter for the house. Also had to have an access for the sump pump. So we have our panel in here. And then we just created kind of like what they call a pot shelf. So you could use a piece of art or furniture or something like that up there, or it could just be used as an additional storage spot for bathroom items. And then tile all the way to the ceiling in the bathroom. We got the shower head at an elevated height. And again, we got the Daltile Petrovici in here with 2 rows of this 2x2 mosaic. One just below the valve, and one above. Kind of a cool look. Well, that's it for today's episode and the last installment of the Short Basement Project. It was a great project. We had a lot of fun with it, and the homeowners, most importantly, are thrilled with the final product. We look forward to having you guys join us on many more basement projects in the future. Until then, thanks for joining us on Colorado Basement Finishing TV.